And welcome into TV 24's Primetime Sports. I'm Gerhard Mathangani, joined in by Chase Robinson. Back in Hoover for the SEC Media Days, the first of 4 sessions here in Hoover. And Chase, this is the unofficial start to college football. Gets here faster every single year.
It's hard to believe it is already that time once again to start talking college football, and we kicked it off right today. We had LSU, Tennessee, and the Arkansas Razorbacks will start there first. You know, the home of Dalton Hyatt, former Etowah quarterback. Last season, the Razorbacks finished 7-6 and 3-5 in the Southeastern Conference. They lost 3 of their last 4 games, including in the Belk Bowl to Virginia Tech. The players used that this offseason to focus on finishing.
It's something where we as a team need to learn from, where, you know, not as good as you think you are, you're never as bad as you think you are. You got to come out with the same mentality every single week through practice and in the game where, you know, if we beat the number 8 team in the country, we can't come out to practice thinking we're, you know, just going to walk all over everybody. You got to come out with the same mindset.
We have late workouts now just to show the fact that, like, you going through your whole day, you can be tired at the end of the day, and you have to push through to make it through the hardest workout you ever going to go through. So, you know, kind of use those kind of little things to emphasize on finishing late in games.
The Razorbacks have had winning seasons 3 of Brett Bielema's 4 seasons as head coach. When asked if the coach has any extra pressure heading into his 5th year, that is not something he thinks about.
I know where we're going. It hasn't been as fast as everybody wants, but you throw that in conjunction with what we've done the last 3 years academically in the SEC to lead academic all-SEC players, to have our kids do the things they do away from the game. I'm very happy with where we're at and where we're going, and I don't want to be 4th out of 14. I want to be 1, but we're getting better there every day.
Tennessee head coach Butch Jones is entering year 5 on Rocky Top. The Vols coming off back-to-back 9-4 seasons. They have a lot of questions, but also a lot of hope. Good news, they returned 7 starters on defense, 7 more on offense, but they'll have to replace quarterback Josh Dobbs.
We've set no timetable on naming a starting quarterback. That will happen by itself over time. But, you know, obviously you have the youngster in Jarrett Garantano, who's very energetic, very passionate. And then Quentin Dormady, who's been in our program for a number of years now, understands the expectations. Both have worked very, very hard. And, you know, we've told them, just like with our entire football team, compete and don't compare.
It's been a decade since Tennessee got a win over Alabama, something that they hope to change this season.
Alabama, they're a great team, and they don't lose very often. So, and you can't make that mistake in those games because they will capitalize on it. So if we correct the things that we've been emphasizing this offseason, I think we'll be in a good position to compete and win every game we play this year.
The game means a lot to us. It means a lot to a lot of people. And, you know, I spoke about making the rivalry relevant again. And we had a great contest 2 years ago in Tuscaloosa. Came down to, you know, the final minute of play. And again, that game means a lot to us, just like it means to them, and it's a great challenge.
For the LSU Tigers, it's a new era as Ed Orgeron had the interim title removed during the offseason and is bringing a lot of changes into Baton Rouge, including bringing in offensive coordinator Matt Canada. Players say that Coach Canada's offense is fitting the Tigers well.
Everyone's buying into it, and everyone's, you know, really doing what we got to do to, you know, understand it and really, you know, excel in it. And I feel like that's, you know, that's the best thing, you know, for all of us right now, is to just buy into it and, you know, excel at it and trust it.
To be in shape, you know, it's constant running from the walkthrough to the end of practice. There's so many moving parts. You also have to be a student of the game because you can't just play one position. Well, I can't play one position. I have to play every position. So I have to know what everybody's doing. I also have to help the younger guys, you know what they're doing. And just knowing that Coach Canada can really scheme against any defense.
I really like the way he coaches. He coaches with high energy. He knows his offense backwards. And this guy can really, really dig into an offense and give us a chance to compete with the upper echelon teams in the SEC, which where we want to get, which we are, but we haven't been that way in our record. And we want to be an upper echelon top team in the SEC competing for the championship every year, and we believe that Matt can do that for us.
After missing the 2016 season due to a knee injury, Christian LeCoultre has bypassed the NFL draft and will return for his 5th year at LSU. LeCoultre says that his relationship with Coach O helped him make that decision.
Yeah, I really feel like he's a second father to me.
talking to him, and he knew what my family went through. He knew what I was going through, and he was there for me the whole time. He was one of the first people that actually reached out to me when this happened, and I think he knew something was wrong when I went down. But he's made sure that through spring, he wanted to make sure I was 100%, and if I wasn't 100%, I wasn't going to practice. He wanted to be precautionary, and I think if that type of scenario, in the spring, I would have been, if it was a game, I would have been able to play. But he wanted to make sure, just get ready for fall camp.
And that is it from a very busy day one here at SEC Media Days. Coming up in day two, it's another busy one.
Absolutely. Georgia, Vanderbilt, Mississippi State, and Florida will take the stage here in Hoover.
And we'll be here to wrap it all up on TV 24's Primetime News.